Welcome to Monaco, the playground of the ultra-wealthy, where every street glitters with chrome, every building whispers exclusivity, and privacy is the ultimate luxury. Our protagonist today is a billionaire princess, born into immense wealth, raised in opulence, and living a life few can imagine. As she touches down on this Mediterranean jewel, the first thing you notice is the seamless choreography of arrival. The black-tinted windows, the discreet bodyguards flanking her, the valet popping the door, and the calm, confident expression on her face. The jet's wheels touch down, and a sleek chauffeur-driven sedan awaits. Inside, silence reigns, no flashbulbs, no crowds, just refined service. In Monaco, this is standard. Here, the rich don't arrive, they manifest. Our princess exits with poise. Her attire custom couture, subtle yet powerful. A single diamond pendant glints in the sunlight. Her gaze sweeps the harbor, her mind already calculating the day ahead. She isn't just visiting Monaco, she lives it. This isn't tourism, it's ownership of an identity. As we follow her footsteps to the jet bridge, past security checks reserved for royalty and high net worth individuals, the atmosphere shifts. The hush, the deference, the unseen mechanisms of privilege. That's the real entry into her world. In this opening moment, we want you to feel the contrast. The ordinary world fades and the extraordinary begins. Monaco isn't just a backdrop, it's a statement. And our princess, secure in her status, is its embodiment. In a world where a billionaire's life is under constant gaze, literal and figurative security isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Here in Monaco, our princess is protected not by showy guards with massive guns parading around, but by a finely tuned team whose job is to virtually disappear. They're trained, prepared, disciplined. Watch as two men in dark tailored suits flank her across the driveway. One opens a car door quietly while the other scans the horizon. Their earpieces are nearly invisible, their expressions unreadable. This isn't for show. It's for safety, discretion, and control. As she steps into her private villa, the gates close. The facade is pristine, but the real security lies behind the stone walls. Biometric access, infrared sensors, rotating license plates for cars, discreet panic buttons. In Monaco, many of the ultra-wealthy invest more in safety than five-star decor, because the price of exposure is far higher than the cost of protection. She walks through the foyer, greeted by the head of security with a nod. The team knows every schedule, every risk window, every variable. Visitors are briefed, vehicles are vetted, access is controlled. Even the wind on the balcony is noted. After all, a vigilant team sees not only the threat from outside, but the breeze on the terrace. Our princess's freedom, yes, but within the framework of layered protection. It's a paradox. Absolute luxury, yet continued vigilance. She is a ruler of her domain, but one who knows the value of guarded entrances, encrypted communication, and secure transitions. This is Monaco lived behind a velvet rope. What's a billionaire princess without her chariot? In Monaco, the supercar is not simply transport, it's a symbol, a lifestyle, a roaring declaration of freedom. In the underground garage of her villa, the cover lifts to reveal what looks like art on wheels. Gloss black paint, matte accents, gold trim carbon fiber, every surface whispers custom, bespoke, exclusive. She opens the door and slips into the driver's seat, not as a passive passenger, but as the principal. The engine hums into life, the windows roll down, and Monaco's winding coastal roads await. As she pulls out, the bodyguards follow in a discreet support vehicle. It's elegant, but also tactical. The Riviera air fills her cabin. The engine's purr is a soundtrack of power. Past the casino, past the harbor full of yachts, the car hugs curves with precision. In Monaco, speed is sanctioned if you're wealthy, discreet, and know the right roads. Her route is selected for both pleasure and privacy. Panoramic sea views one moment, secret tunnels the next. Inside the cabin, you notice the details. Diamond-stitched seats, real wood inlays bearing her family crest, contoured cockpit design for one privileged driver. Her favorite playlist streams softly, a mix of lounge and classical. Outside, the lens of paparazzi drone hovers, but the tinted glass keeps her silhouette private, the identity intact. The supercar isn't just a toy. It's a tool, a moment of escape in a life built on schedule and protocol. As she stops at a cliffside lookout, takes a deep breath, watches the sun glint off the Mediterranean, you realize luxury can roar, but the greatest luxury is control. And today, she controls both speed and serenity. In Monaco, style isn't optional, it's required. For a princess, the day flows into the afternoon where fashion, social connections, and legacy converge. A private appointment at a Haute couture house. Lights soft, champagne on ice, mannequins draped in silks that cost more than most homes. Her stylist, a longtime confidant, selects ensembles tailored for gala nights, charity dinners, and impromptu soirees aboard a super yacht. Her social circle isn't random. They're an ecosystem of global elites. Heirs, royals, art collectors, hedge fund founders. Lunch on the terrace at one of Monaco's Michelin-starred restaurants. Quiet conversation about a new foundation she's launching. Laughter, but always offset by awareness of image and legacy. Then comes a shopping spree. But make no mistake, this is less about spending and more about curation. Each piece chosen reflects a narrative. Legacy jewelry, limited edition handbags, pieces thereby immortalized in private archives. The boutiques quietly bend rules, open after hours, pour rare champagnes, offer bespoke engravings. Above all, discretion holds sway. Evening dawns. A marine-coated convertible carries her down to the harbor, where a blue-hull super yacht glides in. Friends step aboard. The party is lavish, yes, but also subtle. Soft music, bespoke cocktails, views of Monaco's nightlights dancing on water. She mingles, smiles, holds court, but always with ease. Her world is rarefied and refined. She doesn't just attend events, she defines them. This is luxury lived in layers. Fashion, friendship, influence, elegance, all woven into a life of privilege. Her style isn't just what she wears. It's how she moves through rooms, networks, and places reserved for the few. Here in Monaco, the billionaire princess is not a spectacle. She is the standard. Amid the high-gloss world of Ferrari rides and couture appointments, there's a softer-sided moment of solitude where our princess reconnects with self. Dawn breaks over Monaco's Mediterranean horizon. She steps barefoot onto her terrace, the sea breeze brushing past. The city below sleeps, the yachts more quietly. The lights fade. She breathes deeply, looks out at the water. No paparazzi drone, no flashing cameras. Just a quiet hum of waves against the hulls, the distant pulse of MonteCarlo's nightlife receding into memory. What does it all mean, the supercars, the villas, the yachts? They are symbols. But she is more than that. She is heir, custodian of legacy, bearer of privileges and responsibilities. But legacy endures. The people she empowers, the values she champions, the change she affects. These are the real treasures. So when we think of the real Monaco lifestyle, the cars, the security, the couture, remember that's only half the story.